Tuesday, May 5th. Anthropic shipped a vertical agent suite today. 10 pre-built agents that close out actual jobs. Full Microsoft 365 generally available. Moody's, full platform, embedded as a native app inside Claude. Brockman back on the stand in Oakland, day 2. Pentagon door for Anthropic still ajar. May 20th on the calendar. Nvidia prints, Google I/O wraps, Meta cuts 8,000. Let's begin. Anthropic shipped a vertical agent suite today. 3 product surfaces, 1 day. 10 pre-built agents that automate full knowledge work jobs. Microsoft 365 generally available. And Moody's full platform embedded as a native app inside Claude. Tuesday, New York, invite-only event. Start with the agents. Roughly 10 reference architecture agents that close out entire jobs, end-to-end. The list: pitchbook generation, earnings analysis, credit memos, underwriting, KYC checks, month-end close, statement audits, insurance claims, plus 2 more in the suite. That's an investment bank associate's job description, not a feature roadmap. Live, today. Each agent ships as a reference architecture, bundled skills, connectors, subagents, and it deploys 2 ways, either as plugins inside Claude Cowork or Claude Code, self-hosted, or as Claude Managed Agents, Anthropic's hosted long-horizon agent service, where Anthropic owns the infrastructure, the sessions, the sandboxing. This is the first major productization of managed agents. Up to today, it was a platform abstraction. Today, it has a concrete catalog. Jonathan Pelosi, Anthropic's head of financial services, on stage, quote, "The difference between we're using AI to help write better emails or do some basic research to an investment bank pitch building," end quote. That's the product pitch in 1 sentence. Agents that finish a job, not assistants that draft an email. Drop 2. Microsoft 365. Excel, PowerPoint, and Word add-ins all go generally available today. The capability that matters. A single Claude agent carries context across Excel, PowerPoint, Word, and Outlook simultaneously. Move from a model in a spreadsheet to a slide that summarizes it, to a memo, to an email. Same agent, same session, same context. The agent moves with the work. Cowork was the desktop-level assistant. Microsoft 365 is the in-document footprint, the layer where actual work happens. Drop 3. Moody's. The full Moody's platform embedded into Claude as a native app, not an API call, not an MCP tool, a native surface. Coverage. Credit ratings and risk data on 600 million companies, queryable inside the Claude session, no context switch out. This is a new distribution pattern, a Tier 1 financial data vendor going native inside an LLM. Watch this pattern spread to analyst research and market data across other verticals. On top of Moody's, 8 new data partners join 4 existing ones. New today: Verisk, Third Bridge, Fiscal AI, Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, GLG, GuidePoint, IBISWorld. Already in: LSEG, S&P Capital IQ, Morningstar, PitchBook. 12 data partners total. That's the plumbing that makes pitchbook generation actually work. The agent needs real data to produce real output. One thing the news is not: a new model. The pitch leans on Claude Opus 4.7, released April 16th, already validated on third-party finance benchmarks. Number 1 on Val's AI's finance agent benchmark at 64.4%. Number 1 on GDP Val AA, the economically valuable knowledge work benchmark, at ELO 1753. GPT 5.4 sits at 1674. Gemini 3.1 Pro at 1314. The model already exists. Today is the wrapper. Live in production: JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Citi, AIG, and Visa. Named publicly, on record. That's the proof the product is real. Anthropic's day. Now, across the country in Oakland Federal Court, OpenAI's president had a different one. Day 6 of Musk versus Altman. Greg Brockman back on the stand for a second day. Disclosures around his financial ties to Sam Altman dominated Cross. The number that came out yesterday and stayed out today, nearly $30 billion. The size of Brockman's stake in OpenAI, disclosed under cross-examination. Musk's lawyer pushed him to give it back, framing it as the windfall from the nonprofit to for-profit conversion. 2017. Sam Altman gave Brockman a stake in his family office. valued at $10 million at the time, not previously on the public record. Brockman also holds shares in Cerebras, the chip startup OpenAI has reportedly discussed acquiring, and in Helion Energy, the fusion company where Altman has personally invested hundreds of millions. Brockman's defense, the for-profit conversion was a, quote, logistical necessity, end quote. The capital required to reach AGI demanded a structure that could absorb multi-billion-dollar Microsoft investments. Not a power grab, just compute math. Sam Altman testifies the week of May 11th, trial scheduled to run through late May. Musk still seeks up to $134 billion in damages from OpenAI and Microsoft. Calendar pin, Tuesday, May 20th. 3 things stack on the same day. Nvidia prints March quarter earnings. Last Mag 7 member to report. Consensus is plus 118 on EPS, plus 79 on revenue year on year. Google I/O Day 2. Keynotes wrap, new Gemini line expected. And Meta's 8,000 layoffs. The cuts Zuckerberg confirmed to fund the $125 to $145 billion capex take effect that morning. One Tuesday, 3 Mag 7 flashpoints. Mark the calendar. Quick callback. Pentagon Anthropic. No new development today. 8 vendors cleared on Friday for Department of Defense classified networks. Anthropic excluded. White House guidance to onboard Mythos through the supply chain risk designation is still being drafted. NSA is already using it. Trump still says a deal is, quote, possible, end quote. The contrast with the lead is the whole point. Anthropic just shipped a vertical agent suite live with 5 major financial firms, while still blacklisted from DoD classified networks. 2 clocks. Commercial side sprinting, federal side stuck. Tuesday, May 5th. Anthropic shipped a vertical agent suite, 10 pre-built agents that close out actual jobs. Full Microsoft 365 generally available. Moody's full platform native inside Claude. First real productization of managed agents. Brockman, day 2 on the stand. Disclosures around his ties to Altman dominated Cross. Pentagon door still ajar. May 20th on the calendar. Nvidia prints, Google I/O wraps, Meta cuts 8,000. See you tomorrow.